Gentlemen, welcome back to MGTOW Money. Today we will be discussing the secrets of getting rich and what they don't want you to know. But before we do so, this of course is MGTOW 2.0. This is the second wave of MGTOW. And if you are still wrestling with what I call female issues, if you will, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor, not me. Do yourself a favor and go listen to some old original Stardust Thinking Ape channel as well as Barbarossa videos that have been done. You don't need to listen to anything else. Everything else that's MGTOW oriented, in my opinion, is a footnote to those two men. Those two men caused, in my mind, and I think many others, a paradigm shift. Stardust, Barbarossa, I can't say enough. You don't need to listen to anybody else. Listen to those two guys. Continuing on. Last week's homework, of course, was a book assignment, and I hope all of you did it. The book, of course, Harry Brown's Fail-Safe Investing, a small little short book. I don't make any money off the book. I don't care if you read it, but if you want to get some idea of understanding stocks, bonds, investing, gold, portfolio, how it kind of all works together, it is a fantastic, small, easy to read, quick read book, and I can promise you it will help you in the future. Because most people that are talking about investing, and these people on TV and on the radio and that type of thing, most of them are salesmen or salespeople. They're trying to sell you something. So you really need to read this book, Fail-Safe Investing, because it ties into, if you want to get rich, and I know that you do, because I think basically everyone who walks the planet wants to get rich at some point in their lives. You've got to learn how to safely invest your money. And he goes through various types of investments. He provides a terrific model portfolio. And frankly, if I had followed his advice, and I ignored it, by the way, I would have saved myself that well over $50,000 that I lost in the stock market that I mentioned on the last video. Again, Fail-Safe Investing, Harry Brown, enough said. Today's topic, the secrets of getting rich. What they don't want you to know. Now, just like when you broke your addiction to women, and I hope that you have, or at least semi-broke it, just like when you took that, quote, red pill about getting over women, you're going to have to take a red pill about getting rich. This is going to be very difficult, and some of you are going to be extremely upset and angry and probably unsubscribe from this channel. That's okay. Hey, you're a MGTOW. You do whatever you want. But here's what it is. Here's the truth that you've got to get through your head about getting rich. You ready? Stop being a consumer. What I mean is stop spending money. I know it sounds simple, it sounds elementary, but just like you broke your addiction to women, you've got to do the same with spending money. If you want to get rich, you got to stop spending money. Before you spend any money, you got to ask yourself 3 simple questions. Just 3. Question number 1, can I live without it? Well, when the electric bill comes, I got to pay the electric bill because I need electric. But if I see a new watch, I got to make a decision. Can I live without a new watch? Can I live without a new car? Yeah, that car, that's really nice. Yeah, those new wheels. Yeah, that new gadget, that is really fantastic. Can I live without it? Number 2, is there some way that I could trade something for it? Do I have something maybe I could sell and that would give me the money and I could buy it with that? Okay, that's at least a possibility. And then question number 3, can I get it somewhere else? Can I get it cheaper somewhere else? Is there some other source? Maybe I could get it used. Again, you need to ask yourself those 3 questions. Can I live without it? Is there some way I can trade for it? Or can I get it somewhere else cheaper? Before you buy anything, do those 3 questions because you've got to break your addiction to spending money. Look, if you don't want to do this, that's okay. But I can virtually guarantee you'll never be rich because your income is irrelevant. I don't care if you're making $1 million a year or $50 million a year. Your spending is what's going to decide if you're rich or not. You want an example? Look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson had tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars coming in. The guy's bankrupt. Nicolas Cage, the actor, again, tens of millions of dollars of coming in. All these actors, sports athletes, lottery winners. Google lottery winners bankrupt. It's unbelievable. You know why they're bankrupt? Not because they didn't have the money, because they spent the money. You've got to break your addiction to spending money or you will never get rich. I can't make it any more simpler than that. Taking this a step further, I want you to look at the screen in front of you. I put up a picture of another book. Yes, I know, I'm a book nerd. And I'm a book nerd for a reason, because I like to learn from other people's mistakes. Look at this book. This book is called The Millionaire Next Door. What this guy did, he was a professor. He did a survey of millionaires, of people that have a net worth, keyword, net worth, of millions of dollars. Let me just briefly sum up some of the things that came out of this book for him. You know what these guys do? They're driving modest cars. They're driving cars like Buicks, or one of the most popular cars for millionaires. Buicks. No, not Mercedes, not Porsches, not Rolls-Royce, Buicks. They were living in modest homes, very middle-class, suburban type, very simple, modest homes. They had simple watches. They had simple clothes. And one of the guys, this is hilarious, I thought, one of the guys, they asked him about what types of beer he liked to drink, because I thought it'd be some sort of unique import or whatever. He said, I like two kinds of beer. I like cheap and free, and I prefer free. A man by my own heart. I love the word free. Here's my point. These guys broke their addiction to spending money. You know, my wife, ex-wife, used to tell me I was cheap. And, you know, I really took it as an insult at the time for a long time. She used to tell me how cheap I was. Now, I'd take it as a compliment. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. I am cheap. You're darn right. Although I like to believe that I'm frugal, but she would say I'm cheap. So, to wrap up, just like you broke your addiction to women and how women can deceive you, when you see that well-dressed guy and the guy who's driving the expensive car, living in an expensive house, and wearing the Rolex or, the expensive watch, etc., don't be deceived. Because a lot of those guys, I'm not saying all, but I'm telling you from personal experience, because I know a lot of them, that is extremely deceptive. Just like women deceive you with their makeup, with their hair, with their clothes, with their stories and whatever, men do the same thing as they show off, and they will make you believe that they're so successful. I knew one guy who for many years, a white-collar professional, earned hundreds of thousands of dollars per year for many years. At the end of it, he was flat broke. Flat broke. He was borrowing gas money from me to put into his BMW because he didn't have any money. So here's your homework. Get the book that I've referenced here in this video. Get the book, The Millionaire Next Door. The ideas are very simple but profound. You need to get the book, The Millionaire Next Door. In the next video, though, I'm gonna sort of set a preview for you guys. I am going to give you some ideas on how to make money. I cannot guarantee you that these ideas will make you money. I'm going to give you some ideas that have made me money and that other people have used to make money. That doesn't mean that it'll make you money. These are some ideas, though, that you could use. As always, I want to thank you for listening. I appreciate your time. I try to keep these relatively short. I want to ask a favor of you. Who do you know that can benefit from this type of information? Because I want you to do me a favor. I want you to send along this video, a link to this video, tell them about this channel, etc. Have them go check it out once and let them draw their own conclusion. Because we are going to grow this channel and we're going to grow it together. With that said, I want you to hit the subscribe button now. And if you found this information, hit the like button. As always, John Galt out.